Most people don't even know we exist. They take for granted that you can turn on a faucet and water comes out and it's clean, and the only time they think about us is if it doesn't come out.
Have been getting worse. My roommate recently said, hey, do you think that your lungs got worse because you skied in that blue-green algae that causes possible brain damage and is very bad for your lungs? And I went, oh.
Washing your car in the driveway, and if there's soap running into a storm drain, that soap will eventually get to the lake.
I am rather aware of it because when I was first coming here, I was told by a graduate, oh yeah, the marine biologists do tests on the water in Lake Hollingsworth for fun, and that Lake Hollingsworth water is really screwed up.
We see so much trash pollution in our lakes that could be stopped if people just, put their trash away.
How often do you receive complaints about the water quality in Lakeland? Why do you think this happens regardless of the measures taken to clean the water?
Well, believe it or not, it's almost a daily basis. Sometimes we'll get complaints and concerns about the water. It could be anything from the water may have an odor to its discoloration, or a possibility, even a fear of contamination, not necessarily a true problem. Most of the problems come from pipes failing. It's not necessarily from old age, but from like somebody that's digging where they really should not be, and they hit a pipe, they break it. Our crews have to go out and repair the pipes. Our goal is to have someone out and check it within 24 hours. And a lot of times it's just for customer confidence. There might not be necessarily a problem there, but we'll go out and we'll check it just to make sure. Point of use filters can be very beneficial. One of them would be like at a kitchen sink. Some people are sensitive to chlorine. Um, some people are not, but if you're sensitive to chlorine, a carbon filter works very well on removing chlorine, tastes and odors from the water, and that's one of the instances that I would recommend it.
And what we have here is we have 13 wells. We have 2 softening units. We keep one online, one offline. We rotate those every 6 months. And basically the water comes from the wells, obviously, that pull up out of the ground. And we only have, the red is on, green is off. From our softening unit, it goes through your filters. From your filters, it goes through a clear well. And then from your clear well, it can either go out to the distribution system or into our ground storage tanks, depending on what we have coming in.
Our own cabinets, and they do our own wiring. So this is a fully automated system, and it's a trade that you get into, It's just like rock, like that. But then it flakes like that, which gets really hot. See that paste? And you don't want to get too close to it. Can you get it? Yeah. So you got the lime coming through and mixes with water, which generates about 220 degrees of heat. And then from the pasting it, then it converts itself into a liquid. But just like I was showing you over there, you got the inlet pipe, which you can't see here, but that inlet pipe's coming through and it goes under that skirt down there I was showing you over there. And it, like I said, this is where that polymer starts and lime is mixing together. And then it goes up underneath the skirt and the water comes up, enters around. This water.
This interview is just about like the water quality in Lakeland. We're going from drinking water to runoff water to lake water. So we're just going to ask you guys a few questions about what you do, why you do it, concerns, stuff like that. Okay?
I've heard we have brain-eating amoeba here. We've had blue-green algae in the water, which I know is not exactly like a sickness thing, at least I think. But I know that we were shut down for 2 weeks because of the blue-green algae bloom, but we still couldn't ski for longer. The only reason why we weren't shut down was because Rollins wasn't shut down when they had the same thing happen, and they signed a waiver. And I signed a waiver.
Yeah, we all had to sign waivers to ski, even though there was still blue-green algae on like the other side of the lake. I think that was why. But yeah, none of us got sick from it, but I'm pretty sure you can get pretty sick from blue-green algae.
But I know that, like here, especially when the blue-green algae was happening, if I would ski, I would do it to where I wouldn't like fall or wouldn't get all the way in the water. Like I would start off the dock just standing on my skis and then land back on the dock and never get my body fully in the water.
Okay. Well, I grew up on a lake where once a year all the fish die, so I'm kind of used to bad water quality. It wasn't in Florida though. But no, here I wouldn't say it's great either.
The lake that I grew up on, it was a public lake, but it was a really well-maintained public lake. It was a state park. And you could see, like, if you were standing straight up and down to the water, you could see, like, to at least your knee, like a good, like, 4 or 5 feet of visibility. You get, like, maybe 6 inches to a foot of visibility here, and that just doesn't make me feel well. And a very good, like, tell of visibility for me, at least, is the fact that my skis are the same length every time I put them on. And I've been able to see a little bit less of my ski when it's under the water now.
The city has, I think, around Hollingsworth alone, we have about 61 pollution control devices that are inside storm drains. And they catch litter and they absorb nutrients, those kinds of things. So lots and lots of stuff going on to protect the lakes.
Educating on, like I said, the use of like fertilizer on your lawns, like not over fertilizing your lawn.
So most of our lakes do suffer from nutrient pollution, which is found in fertilizer runoff. I don't think there's any of them that are, we do have several that meet water quality standards. And then we also have projects in place for the ones that don't.
I mean, for one thing, if the water's bad, it's making our health bad.
Helping the lakes, starts with the public.